Yes, in our second podcast in English focusing on international students, we are on a more serious note, pun intended, with Sara Gonzalez-Pastor. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yeah, perfectly.
Hi. Okay.
Thank you.
Can we... She has track 3? Yeah. Cool. Okay. Good. So you did a very, very beautiful project where you played for patients who were recovering from a surgery, I believe. And you are also on the posters throughout the city. Because like it doesn't happen often that the conservatory and the UMCG are combining their powers to do things like this, right?
The thing is, they are trying to do it like more often. And since I came here, I already knew that in the past they did like several projects during the year, but it's for now it's like maybe 3 times per year, 4. So it's not like something that it's happening weekly. You know?
It's not regularly.
Yeah. But they are trying to do it more often because of the benefits that the music has. For
it's really working.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So, and you played for 1 week?
Yeah, the project is always like 1 week that you have to spend every morning there. So you warm up with your musicians team first. Then you go and you talk and play for the members of the hospital because it's also important to have a connection with them. And then you go through the rooms and through the you play for all the patients there. And then you have a reflection again about what happened and what you can improve or what you should do for the next day.
But so that's a really that's the research part.
Yeah.
So you're because you are a conservatory student and you play the violin.
Yeah.
And you play classical music. And you played, I believe, Bach and Beethoven, but also the Beatles and popular music. So like. And you played at the beds of recovering patients, and could they request like any song they wanted?
Depends on the patient. Sometimes they really want something, like one concrete song, and if we don't have it at the moment because we have to get prepared before, and maybe we don't have that song. What we do is make an arrangement for the next day, so we are ready for them. But that day maybe we can improvise something similar in the style of the music, or we just play some composer or some song quite similar
something
to the one
similar.
that
So to how many patients do you play on a single day?
Yeah, that also depends on the people because maybe they have to go home during the week, which is nice for them.
Yeah, because they're recovering.
So it could be like 30 people or 10, because also depends on what they want that day. Maybe they have a lot of pain and they don't want music, or it depends. Maybe they need like more time than the day before. So depends on, That's why we have a mediator. So we are 3 musicians, and then we have a mediator, which is the one that take the information from the nurse and know who wants music or how they feel that week, or
basically what a mediator does. But that's really different, because usually like you perform at a stage and then you have people buying a ticket and then they have their seat and then they listen. But here you have to really like even more interact with the audience in a way more personal manner than you normally would, right? Yeah,
that's really, I think it's really different, like to play on the stage for a public that you don't have real connection. You are not going to talk with them, or you are not gonna have like a real connection. You just play the music, and the music goes to them. But here you really have to talk and make like a friendship, let's say, or make like
friendship.
Yeah, you make like a safe space for them to be open or to say what they need, and at the moment after the surgery. So, it's not only about the music, and it is, but it's also about the human connection.
But I think that's even like, because you're a master student at a conservatory, so obviously you're technically you're really good. Yeah. I assume. And but to make a connection with a person who also is maybe in pain, like you said, like that sounds like it's a whole different thing.
Yeah, that's why the conservatory. We have to pass through a module which is 1 semester long. Where the professionals,
from the
professionals of the conservatory teach us how to approach to people with pain, or how different is what we are normally doing to this. Like, what difference are between the regular concerts and.
What is one thing you really picked up in that module? Like, how do you? What's different when you approach people?
Yeah. First of all, you have to be really respectful with them and really be careful with the space, like personal space. You have to talk with them, how are you, or how do you feel today, And from that point, try to put the music as the way to make the friendship,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Just like regular people.
Yeah.
Like, okay. But
yeah.
And then once you have the connection, like shared musical interests.
Yeah.
And then you start playing, or you do the requests?
We normally explain that we have like a big repertoire because we are ready before this week. We prepare like several styles and we play everything by heart, so we can really.
By heart?
Yeah, no, I mean like by memory, by heart. Yeah, so we don't have. No, but also by heart.
Sounds nice, by heart.
Yeah.
Especially if it's music, friendship, and.
Yeah, totally. So that makes you. It's easier to make the connection if you don't have music scores, or you can really play for them.
Yeah.
So we explained that we have like a huge repertoire, but we can also improvise. That's another skill that we develop that module, because we are not used to. As classical musicians, we always play something that is already written.
So they make a jazz musician out of you.
Yeah, but the nice thing is we also improvise in classical style or Beatles style, or so we learn how to really take.
Yeah, so there's something in it for you as a musician.
Yeah.
And then, but like you would say, if you watch like big classical pieces, like for instance from Beethoven, and you see different piano players, for instance, concert pianists, like they put different emotion into it.
Yeah.
And I'd say, like, do you feel like the way you play the piece for the person changes according to your friendship with the person? Or
totally.
like,
and even if we play the same piece 2 days in a row, the atmosphere is totally different. Depends on what they feel or they say, or if they tell us a story, maybe the interpretation is totally different, It really changes.
But doesn't that make it like way more difficult to perform?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why we have to be really like technical ready for that, to be ready and try to take all of what the patients give us and put it in the music for them. So it's kind of, like a cycle. So they give them, So.
And you give the relief of music.
Yeah.
But what can you describe things you saw happen in the patients when you play the music?
Yeah. For example, I cannot say names, of course. There was like a person really, she was there like for a long time in the hospital, and she was really close, and the staff members were really worried about her because they didn't know what she felt, and after a few days playing for her and talking with her, she just started to open and to explain stories from her past and explain us how she felt there. And suddenly she just felt better, like after 1 week of playing for her, somehow she felt that she could open her feelings to us. Or,
you were playing some sort of soundtrack to her stories. That's beautiful.
Yeah, we usually do that, like take 1 or 2 ideas from the patients and just improvise like a landscape or an image or something that they really need in that moment.
But how do you play a landscape?
For example, I don't know, if you say that you would like to be like at the beach during the summer. We get that, and with our technical skills, we try to really create a landscape with the sound of the sea or the wind, so you can feel that you are there.
With slow and relaxed movement. I got you some water, by the way.
Thank you.
So, on a different note, how are your, because you're from Spain, and how are your experiences as a student in Groningen?
So, you mean related to this music and
No, just in general, because, I mean, this obviously had an impact on you. I mean,
yeah.
I'm sure you will remember this 10 years past. Sure. But also, like, have you only been for your master's at the Conservatoire Groningen, or have you studied the entire?
I came here just for my master's studies, so I did my bachelor in Spain.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, I came here because of my violin teacher, of course, but also because of this module that the school has, because I was already interested in the music and healthcare. So yeah, the module, I think it's important, is meaningful music in healthcare, and I was interested in in taking part in it, so that's why I also came here. So.
But did you? But do you go around town, or is it?
No, I mean, no, sorry, no, yeah. But I like Groningen also because it's really international. So yeah, I don't know, it's really alive, and you always have something to do. Like, I mean, out of the like I don't know, like there are a lot of jam sessions, concerts, performances. I don't know, like.
You go to the Oosterpoort to watch the symphony orchestra. Yeah,
but I also go to jam sessions, to different bars,
Really?
Yeah.
So what do you play then? Jazz or?
No, just to listen. I really like jazz. So yeah, I go there to listen and take ideas or just.
So you go to like Smederij or something?
Yeah.
I thought so. Okay. Good.
Okay, thank you.
Ciao. No, just kidding. No, I just wondered because obviously, like this, we're making a podcast series for students, also internationals, to see if Groningen would be the place for them. And also, like, you have a lot of music in Groningen. You have have you been to the Eurosonic Noorderslag, for instance?
No, but I knew it. No,
But that's more rock and alternative, and like it's more on the heavy side. So I wondered, like. You seem like a serious, focused student. So the difficult question then is, like, what do you do on the side, extra?
Like what I do?
Go to go to jazz.
I mean, of course, I go to parties and those things, But I mean, what I found different is like parties here start earlier than in Spain, so you can have more time to enjoy them.
Everything here starts earlier than in Spain.
Yeah, so you have more hours to enjoy it. That's good. Yeah. I mean,
like we eat at 6, you eat at 10, right? You can if you're in Spain and you eat at like 11:30, it's okay, and here you are.
Yeah.
Already drunk, probably. You want an eierbal or something.
Yeah.
So everything starts earlier. But if you're doing masters, right? Like, doesn't that take up a lot of time?
A lot of time of practice, yeah. Like, yes, me, my violin, and practice, yeah, that's true. But I mean, if you wake up earlier, you have time to do everything. Like, But it takes a lot of time. That's one of the things, yeah.
What are you planning on staying in Groningen?
I would like to stay like at least a few years and try to take or to join more experiences here and then maybe come back. I don't say I don't want to come back to Spain, like never, but I would like to stay here more. I really like the Holland vibe, let's say. Or,
the Holland vibe.
Yeah, I don't know, I like it. So.
Yeah. Good, nice.
Yep.
I see you wrote down all kinds of things. Did I cover anything you wanted to?
I think so.
Talk about? Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Because yes.
We shouldn't place the bar too high on this conversation. Like it's just chatting. Like everybody's doing their thing.
Yeah, I see.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah. So I guess, I don't know. Do I have any more questions? Do you have any questions?
No, not really. I don't have, but yeah. I just want to say I didn't expect that, and it was really nice. Like, I didn't expect that interview, but you know, before receiving the email, I didn't expect that I was going to be interviewed, but it was nice.
Okay, yeah.
Good, yep.
Cool.
Yep.
And so, is the project, by the way, is the project going to have a follow-up? Yeah, this is Dutch. Can you read? Like,
no, not really.
Okay. But is the project going to have a follow-up? Like, are they implementing it?
Yeah,
because
I think
you mentioned
so.
that earlier.
Yeah, so we did this like at the beginning of September, but they really want to do it like I think I will join another project like maybe this year, like 2020. But in January or February, maybe they really want to continue doing it and
make it regular.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's see.
That's funny that they like. That's an academic hospital, but like it's pretty experimental actually, because it's not medicine. Like it's a totally different thing, right?
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, I don't really know. I cannot tell like the benefits right now, but there are benefits because the staff from the hospital, they really want us to keep doing it.
Yeah.
So, you know, they have like reflective meetings after the projects, and they see what happened with all the patients and everything, and if they really want to keep doing it, it's because
so like, are there also a lot of doctors present? Do they come to watch you? Like
yeah, they try to be like in the corridor because they don't want to interfere, but yeah, they are there and listening, and also the nurses are in the rooms, and we really try to connect patients, staff from the hospital, and the music, you know, like don't make it like we are different teams, like if it's yes.
But you said you were already interested in the subject back in Spain. Mm-hmm. So was there like a particular thing that triggered your interest, or did you?
I was interested because I was reading that the music has benefits, and of course it's not like medicine, but when you feel better, you really can go through or pass through different kind of health problems. So there in Spain, I didn't have the chance to join one project like this one or do some activities like this. So when I came here, I just went for it because I really want to. Yeah.
I also I saw a video clip about where you had people with Alzheimer's, and then they played music from their youth, and then it was like the brain was turned on again. So that was the thing. That was my first connection to when I heard about your story. And but that's a different thing. But I play music a lot when I'm in pain. No, I don't. Obviously, I don't experience the same pain as somebody who's recovering from surgery. But I think we can all, on an intuitive level, agree that music has a healing capacity.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful that they are like researching it and implementing it, and it's been really cool talking to you.
Yeah, same.
That you do this. I think it's noble too, also because you could, could try and make just money, or I guess, and this is like it's.
But also
humanitarian, yeah. Also.
But yes, like if I have to think about my career, let's say, or skills, I have to go far from what I regularly do. So I have to improvise or do another kind of things that made me better musician with my violin. So it's like it has like two beneficial
like
so
this experience makes you a better musician in a different way. Like something you can read off sheet music. Okay. So cool. Thank you.
Cool.
I think this conversation has come to an abrupt end then. But thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Sarah.
Thank you.
Okay.